So, hi there. This is Ayana Hita, and first off, I just want to tell you one thing. This is a channel that we are authentic and non judgmental to each other. And please don't be judgmental to me because this is a space that I'm trying to create where you feel safe and we can talk about it. So, makes me more safe to express myself too. Since I'm an artist, I'm Ayana Hita, and also wrote a philosophy book named Followed My Star. It's a series of 3 books. So, today I want to talk about honesty and authenticity, which we don't have in our society. Our society is driven by news and the media and social media, which is corrupt, which is basically taking over our humanity in a negative, toxic sense. Not just knows exactly what our weaknesses are. I'm sorry about my cat, he is loud. Um, it also taps into our addiction, our toxicity driven nature. It knows negativity is toxic and it can be addictive sometimes because of it, like a cigarette can be, or any other drug. Toxicity can be very addictive. Anything can be, but negative stuff especially. So the media is poisoned by it. And first off, what I did like 8 years ago is get rid of it. And it wasn't easy. It was like an addiction to me because I used to be a political activist. And then it became very hard for me to see what's going on, to understand what's going on. And it was necessary for the research of my books and the subjects I was interested in. But when it was done, the books, I was done. I was like, I'm not looking back to this. This is crazy. And at the same time, it's not my job. I'm not a politica and I'm not somewhere in the government. So why should I care so much? Why should I poison my life with it? And the other question you should ask yourself is, really, why? Because all you can do against it, most of the time, unless you really want to do positive things, is to vote. And barely that we have to do. You're not forced to vote. So I got rid of news and media all around me. And in the beginning it was hard, but then I was like, hey, let's spend some time instead in nature. Let's go for walks. I like to listen to birds instead, like smell the roses daily. And bird watching is pretty funny actually because they sing for no reason. I think it's hilarious. It's really sweet of them. They do it all the time for us. And like all the time. And I wonder where they sleep at night, but that's another story. Um, so also to find your authentic self and your honest, true being is not an easy path in general because there's a lot of pollution in that environment of spirituality around that. Like the law of attraction, I don't believe that you just should manifest. You should find yourself first. That's what I think. And the universe doesn't work even this way. It wants you to manifest what you truly desire and truly your authentic being is about. So it will question a lot of things. It will throw some hard lessons towards you, some ego crushes. That will happen. I'm just telling you this ahead of time if you're not on that path already. But it has great rewards. It brings warmth and authenticity in your environment, and the manifestations are clear, and your wish fulfillment can really happen. But first off, it needs to clear up the toxicity in yourself, which, I'm sorry, which is a not pleasant process, whatever it is. Ego crush to experience is quite painful because you've been living in a box in some way your whole life. In your adulthood, it's like robots living in you, creating this whole life. And you don't even know what's going on. You just feel like you're not manifesting yourself. It's not the life you want to live. Something is off here. And it has a lot to do with how you brought up in childhood and the people, their belief systems, your mother, your father, all these people around you created who you are today. But there is an authentic self underneath it all who doesn't believe anything that your mom and dad told you. And that the universe wants you to see yourself first, and the universe will help you get to it and then manifest from there. That is real authenticity. So I'm getting out of my my expressions, but yeah, it's not an easy path, but I'm there to help you, guide you with my videos at least. And in my own experience, it was pretty shattering. My whole belief system was crumbling down and was questioned. Anna, are you truly thinking this way? Is that really you? Do you really want this ice cream? I thought you don't like strawberry. Basically like that. And it's a very interesting path because you really get to know yourself. And I believe there is a lot of corruption and bad people out there and who wouldn't even want to look at themselves in the mirrors today or can sleep at night. But there's also the opposite of people really want to look at themselves and really want to live the authentic life. So whoever I'm speaking to, I also wrote a book series what is based on the philosophy aspect of it, not telling you exactly what I'm telling you in these videos. This goes beyond my books. But the philosophy aspect is the ground of it all, is where it all starts, your belief system. And I wrote a book series about it. If you're interested, you can read it. But what I really believe today is that we need a safety of environment where we can be our tribe together and through that bring authenticity back into our lives, warmth and nourishment into our environment. So I never prepare for these videos. It just comes out of me. And I wanted to speak about honesty and authenticity today, but yeah, toxicity can be in anything, shape or form. Your friends, your family even. It needs to be like poisoned out to get to yourself. Sometimes, like COVID happened, right? Lockdowns happened. We had to face ourselves. At first, it's like a whole shock. What? I can't do this, I can't do that. It's really, in the end though, a path that you can choose to find yourself, to be yourself today. I believe in some weird, odd way the universe orchestrated the COVID-19 thing too. I mean, I'm not saying that is really true, but I also believe that it comes with positive and negative things when the universe does things where it needs to be done. And I believe the universe was behind it. I don't really believe in a 1% only doing things to control us. I don't believe that. I believe in the universe. So that's me. And I believe that we all go through struggles in life, but it was in a time, at the same time, happening to so many people where they were clearing out these toxicities out of their lives. And I don't care much about going back to the bar and the clubs again, to be honest. I wanted to find myself. And that was helpful to me. And I hope you see some positivity in your own life about it. I'm not saying everyone does, of course not, when members of their families died and things like that. I'm not saying this is great, of course not. But this is a channel, what I want to say again, about authenticity, about being honest to each other, not hurtful, not judgmental, and I don't want to feel like I can't say what I think, because I really care less when you get triggered about what I'm saying, because I need to speak my voice. This is my channel. If you don't like it, sorry. But I hope you enjoyed. And this is the start, the first video, and wish you a good day.